I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will learn how to factor a quadratic equation and find its characteristics. Question is, express each quadratic function in factored form, then determine zeros, equation of axis of symmetry, and coordinates of vertex. We have done a couple of questions like this. I'd like you to pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my suggestion. So we have equation y equals to 2x square minus 5x minus 12, and also y equals to 2x square plus 5x minus 3. I will do this one for you, and that is for you to practice. Okay. So here, to factor, we are looking for two numbers whose product should be. So if I multiply two numbers, I should get 2 times minus 12, which is minus 24. When I add them, then I should get minus 5. So these two numbers, they should be of opposite signs, and the bigger number is negative. Then only we get minus 5. So the numbers are 8 and 3, correct? So we could write this equation as y equals to 2x square. Instead of minus 5x, we'll write this as minus, our two numbers are 8 and minus 8 and plus 3, correct? So when you add them, you get when you multiply them, you get minus 24. When you add them, you get minus 5. So we'll write minus 5x as combination of minus 8x and 3x plus. Now we can combine these two, and they add 2, right? So 2x is common here. We write this as x minus 4 plus 3 is common there, x minus 4. And now we'll factor x minus 4 to get 2x plus 3 as the second factor. Once you have the factors, you can always find the zeros. Zeros which will give you y value 0, right? So y value of 0 will be when each factor could be equated to 0. So first 0, you will write here zeros. First one will be when x minus 4 equals to 0, that is x equals to 4. The other one is at 2x plus 3 equals to 0, that means x equals to minus 3 over 2. So these are the two zeros for you. To get the x's, what should you do? X's is midway between zeros, so we'll add these two. So you say 4 plus minus 3 over 2, half of this, right? So when you add it, 8 minus 3, 8 minus 3 over 2, and then half of that, and then half of that, right? So 8 minus 3 is 5, so we get 5 over 4 as the value for the x's. To find the vertex, we need to actually substitute this value in the equation, correct? So let's write this in decimal, it helps. So I could write 5 over 4 as 1 point. So you get 10.25, correct? 1.25. So we'll substitute 1.25 here, find the value of y. So y equals to 2 times 1.25 whole square minus 5 times 1.25 minus 12. Let's calculate this answer. So it is 2 times 1.25 square minus 5 times 1.25 minus 12 equals to that is equals to minus 15.125. So we get the vertex, and the vertex is at, let's say vertex is at x value is minus x value is 1.25, sorry, 1.25, and the y value is minus 15.125, correct? So that is how we could find the characteristics of the given graph. I hope that is absolutely clear. In case you want to sketch it, you can also do that. So what you really have here, also from the equation, see minus 12 is your y-intercept. So this value you could read as y-intercept. Is that okay? So you have zeros at 4 and minus 3 over 2, which is minus 1.5. So these are your two zeros. So what you could do is, let me sketch it here for you. That one is for you to practice, correct? So what we have is 1 0 is at 4. Let us say this is 4 for us. The other one is at minus 1.5. X is somewhere in between, correct? Now that is 1.25. So this is, let me write it down, right? So this is 1.25. That is minus 1.5. This one is at 4, right? And the parabola is opening upwards, so we could just connect these points with a vertex on the axis, as you can see here, and draw the parabola, right? So clearly this point will be labeled as the minimum, which is minus 15.125, and the y-intercept will be minus 12 for you. So that gives you the parabola for the given equation. Is that okay? So that is how you could label this also. X equals to x is equals to 1.25. So 1.25, correct? So that is how you should be doing your question. So what we did was a sketch graph. So we added these parameters to the question. I hope that will provide you with good practice. Thank you and all the best.